Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be an eyebrow tutorial. I had gotten a few requests on how I achieve my brows, and I just went ahead and filmed it. I do I guess you can say the ombre. Let me zoom you in. That is how it looks. It's from light to dark, and that's what a lot of girls wanted to know how to achieve. Now, I do use a drugstore product. It is the Milani pomade, I guess you can say, in dark brown. I go ahead and I show you the product and the brush I use in the tutorial as well. I hope this tutorial helps you achieve some good brow techniques, whether you do it the same as I do or you go ahead and switch it up a bit. Of course, everybody's brows are different. Remember, they are sisters, not twins. I do show you in the tutorial myself that I have a hard time with one of them, and it never fails. My brows are not perfect. They may look perfect, but they're not. Everybody has problems with one brow, like for real, one brow. Yeah, so if you would just like to see how I achieved it and learn some new techniques, then go ahead and keep on watching. Thank you. Okay, so this is a product I'm going to be using. It is the Milani Stay Put Brow in the shade 05 Dark Brown. It does come with an angled brush and a spoolie together. It's a dual-ended brush. Before we get into how I actually color in my brows, I'm going to show you how I groom them a little bit and trim them. I'm just going to go ahead and tweeze out all the stray hairs, all the new growth that has been coming out. Now I'm brushing up all the hairs and I'm going to trim them down just a bit. Whatever I feel needs to be trimmed, just go ahead and trim it, not too much, because you don't want to have a bald spot. So you just want to trim very slowly and precisely. Do tweeze my eyebrows every couple of days, maybe a week or so. And as far as trimming, I trim them every 2 weeks. I don't do it on a day-to-day basis because then I will not have no more brows, and you don't want that. So now I'm going in with the product and I'm going to outline underneath my brow. And a little of this product goes a long way. You just want to do small strokes, that way your outline doesn't get too out of hand. And I go ahead and work my way to the front of the brow using whatever product is left on the angled brush. I just go ahead and do small strokes. Then I'm going to start doing the top of my brows. I'm going to outline it as well, and I start at the tail. And you want to keep it as natural as possible, so you want to go ahead and follow the shape of your eyebrows. Once I've gotten the tail lined in, I'll go ahead and start at the beginning. And you want to go ahead and round it off until it meets to the tail. For some reason it didn't round off. This eyebrow was really aggravating me that day. You'll see me fix it later on in the tutorial. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat the same step. So here's where I got a Q-tip and I started removing that little angle. I felt like it was just shaped weird, and I do try my best to reshape it, but again, that eyebrow was just not working with me, so it does what it does. Remember, they are sisters, not twins. And then I went in with some more product and I started filling in my eyebrows. I like them darker at the end, and then I like them to fade into a mid shade and then get light at the beginning. And I don't like to dip my brush right back into the product. This product goes a long way with just a tad bit, so you just want to go ahead and drag your product from working your way to the back. Go ahead and drag it to the front of your brow, and when you blend it with the spoolie, it'll all blend together. Okay, so now using whatever product is left on the brush, you want to go ahead and do small strokes and brush upwards from the beginning of the eyebrow just to get that faded gradient effect. You want to follow the way your hair grows, so the beginning of the brow, the hairs always grow straight up, and that's the direction you want to apply the product. Then you just want to go ahead and push the product into the darker areas, that way it blends together. And the same rules apply using the spoolie as well. You want to go ahead and brush upwards when you're doing the beginning of your eyebrow, and then go ahead and blend it all together. And then we go ahead and repeat the same process for the other brow. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the brows. You want to go ahead and use a light shade, whether it's a foundation or concealer, and you're just going to outline and carve your brows to your liking. I personally prefer a foundation only because when I do the top of my brows, it blends in with the foundation that I'm going to use rather than using a concealer. Again, you want to go ahead and do small strokes. You don't want to go in heavy-handed because whatever you're trying to erase from the mistakes, it can erase those plus more. So you want to go in very light-handed and do it very slowly. And then you just want to go ahead and blend it down. That way it blends into your skin flawlessly. So now I'm doing the top of my brows, and when you're doing the top, you just want to be very careful because one little wrong movement will mess up your whole brow. And then you have to go back in there and reapply more product and blend and fix and just keep coloring it in until it's back to the way it was. So you just want to do small strokes once again all the way down to the tail of the brow and then blend it in. And here's the finished results on how my brows look once they are done. Keep in mind that my brows did not get like this overnight. I have reshaped them so many times. They were tweezed out, waxed out so badly before. It was just very horrifying. They did come a very long way. Practice makes perfect. And I hope this video helps you achieve any good techniques for yourself that you could go ahead and try out. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.